own as well is 2.7 kilos lighter than the old one, as we see how they line up then for this 2024 Lenovo Race of Champions here at World Ducati Week. It's Andrea Iannone in the Go 11 Ducati livery from World Superbikes on the pole, alongside the winner from last time, Pecco Bagnaia, reigning double MotoGP World Champion, Di Gianantonio on the front row. Then it's Bulega, Marc Marquez and Bezzecchi, Piero Bastianini, Morbidelli, Jorge Martin will start 10th from Michael Ruben Rinaldi and Alex Marquez. Then it's Petrucci, Bautista and Glenn Owen flying the flag for the UK. Champion of the champions, 10 laps then. World Ducati Week 2024, and the race of champions is go. Look at Bulega, number 11. Terrible start for the pole sitter, Andrea Iannone. Pecco Bagnaia, though, has the advantage. Bulega is staggered by Iannone, and the two VR46 riders running wide as well. There's also, it looks like, Jorge Martin going across the runoff area. Marc Marquez side by side with Franco Morbidelli. People rejoining, a bit of a mess of the start there, but it's Pecco Bagnaia leading. It was a bad getaway initially for the pole sitter, Andrea Iannone. Marc Marquez sits up the Pramac bike as they come through Rio Corner on the opening lap. Morbidelli then loses another one there because Michael Ruben Rinaldi's gone through as well, number 121 in the Moto Corsa Ducati livery. Bagnaia leads. Then it's this first lap, Martin, 5.5 seconds behind his championship rival, Pecco Bagnaia, 15th and last at the moment for Martin. There is the order on the left-hand side of your screen. Bulega now, third place, closing right in on Andrea Iannone as they come through the right-handers at Rio. Don't forget the track temperature is 50 degrees Celsius here this afternoon. And Michael Ruben Rinaldi now, number 121, the 28-year-old from Rimini, the World Superbike race winner, the former European Stock 1000 champion. He's coming in a big GP team, but he previously led his team principal, the Superbike team as well, with riders such as Troy Corser and Carl Fogarty, and of course Davide will forever remain in history as the first ever winner of a World Superbike race, and that was Donington Park on Easter Monday in 1988. But did you see Bulega just a moment ago, absolutely sideways down through the right-hander of turn 12, the 330, and there's the hairpin at 14. Bulega was a 10th slower than Andrea Iannone last time round, 135.7 versus 135.8. But it certainly looks as though he's beginning to get a little bit impatient now, the youngest rider in this race, number 11, Nicolo Bulega, reigning Supersport World Champion and having a glorious season on his debut in the Superbike class. 40 points ahead of Alvaro Bautista, the reigning double champion, and his teammate. There's Iannone. But who's going to get that second place? Will it be Iannone? Will it be Bulega? Or will it be Marc Marquez? And now the time between Bulega and Marquez is exactly the same as second and third. In fact, scrap that, because look at the ground he's made up through Tramonto Corner. Nicolo Bulega and Marc Marquez are about to go head-to-head here on the final lap of the Race of Champions. And Nicolo Bulega, if he wasn't awake already, will certainly be in just a few moments, because right behind him now is the 8-time world champion, Marc Marquez, 59 times a Premier Class Grand Prix winner in MotoGP, 105 times on the podium, 65 times on pole position, and he's desperate to get on the rostrum here. Pecco Bagnaia then into Misano Corner at Misano World Circuit. Marco Simoncelli, and Bagnaia wins the Race of Champions of 2024. And where has Bulega gone? Bulega is down at the last corner of the race. Out goes Nicolo Bulega, who had Marc Marquez right behind him. I wonder what happened there on the 10th and final lap, because the body language tells the tale. And from the gesture there, from number 11, the two, and there was contact by the looks of it. Marquez goes through, Bulega goes down. What a shame to see one of these new Panigale champions, Pecco Bagnaia. Now look on the right-hand side of the screen. Oh, it's difficult to tell, isn't it? Was there contact or was there not? Panigale V4 S-bike smashed into pieces. We need to see another angle of that, because I suspect there may have been contact at that last corner. Nadia Padovani and everybody watching on. Arturo Villalta there, and Gigi Dell'Inno. I hope Nicolo Bulega is not hurt. He's managing to walk away. He cannot believe that, and the bike has gone all the way up to the barrier. Well, I did say earlier on we've seen drama at the last corner here at Misano when we were talking about Iannone and Polo Spargo back in 2009 in the 125cc class. Is there any damage to Marc Marquez's bike, or did he just dive at the inside and force Bulega into a mistake? I can't see any damage to what would be the right-hand side.
You were saying you didn't actually feel there was any contact. I certainly can't see any damage though on our left-hand side.
Marc Marquez then heading for the podium here. I wouldn't dare to speak over our Italian colleagues. It's got a bit of a Eurovision Song Contest vibe about it, hasn't it? Well done, Marc. One of only 4 riders to win titles in 3 different categories. To share that third spot with Marc, but we know that Nicolo's been checked over in the medical centre. His collarbone is fine apparently, but he is complaining of some pain in his shoulder, so let's hope Nicolo Bulega is okay. There's Andrea Iannone, the double MotoGP world champion of 2022 and 23. And the 27-year-old Pecco Bagnaia from Turin has done it again here in front of all of the top brass from Ducati, all of his main Ducati rivals from across the different championships, and the incredible public, at least 80,000 of